I started beach fishing when I was probably about 10 or 11 years old, when my mum wasn't real keen on me on our family holidays down to the south coast of New South Wales. She wasn't real keen on me getting up early and heading down to the rocks for a fish at like 3 or 4 a.m, but she was more than happy to let me go and fish off the beach. So the safety factor was a big one, I suppose, that started me on the beach. Once I started getting onto a few fish and understanding what to look for and where to fish, it really sort of was just festered from there, like any sort of fishing. And I suppose the simplicity, you get to see a lot of beautiful sunrises, and you don't really need a lot of gear. You don't need expensive gear like you do in other areas. So a combination of simplicity, it's quite cheap to fish there, and it's readily available. You can go wherever you want, and you don't need a lot of gear. You just need a good set of legs, a little backpack and a rod, and you can fish wherever you want pretty much. So that's probably what got me, that's what started the bug with the beach fishing. G'day viewers, I'm Andrew McGovern. We're here on a beach on the south coast of New South Wales, and I just love beach fishing. It's got to be one of the most simplest forms of fishing. It's a little bit soothing, the waves breaking away at your feet. The thing I love about beach fishing is the simplicity. And just as we speak, we're into a fish. But the thing about beach fishing is, Australia's got 36,000 kilometres of coastline. So we've got a fair bit of water to cover and a fair few beaches to fish. So I'll be able to show you a few little techniques, how to rig up, how to bait up, and what sort of tackle you need. We'll get this fish in. This isn't a bad fish actually. Not a bad start to the morning. That's probably the bread and butter for most people fishing along the coast. Australian salmon. He's probably only an average size fish. Just starting to lose his spots there on the back. Gives an indication they're a juvenile. They're a beautiful sports fish, and what happens when they get their mouth closed, they're really like a torpedo, as you can see. Even with that gang hook sitting in his mouth, they still put up a good tussle even on relatively heavy beach gear. It's not a huge fish. I'd say there'll be a few more around. We'll get him back in the water.